about honeybees.
Not angry wasps or the fluffy, cuddly bumblebee, but the very busy and helpful honeybee.
The honeybees have been around for millions of years. They are the only insect that makes food we can eat. Honey. Honey is full of vitamins and minerals. Honeybees have 6 legs, 2 antennae, 2 compound eyes, 1 on each side of the head, 3 simple eyes on the top of the head, 2 pairs of wings, a nectar pouch, a stomach, and 2 pollen sacs. The female bees also have a stinger, but we'll talk more about that later.
A family of bees living together is called a colony. The bees either live in a beekeeper's hive or somewhere in the wild, like a hollow tree in the woods. They build honeycomb out of beeswax. Honeycomb is made up of lots of hexagon-shaped cells. Baby bees can grow here.
In each colony there is just one queen bee. She is the only one who lays eggs. Can you see the big bee? That's her. The bee in the middle is the male bee, and he is called a drone. Drones are the queen's sons, and the smallest bee is the female worker bee, the queen's daughters. The worker bees do most of the work, and they each have a very special job to do. The queen lays eggs in the honeycomb cells. Can you see them? They look like grains of rice. Once an egg is laid, the larva inside begins to grow. Worker bees feed the larva a mixture called royal jelly and pollen. When the larvae stop eating, they spin themselves into a cocoon and become pupa, like a caterpillar does. The bees grow legs, eyes and wings. This stage takes up to 23 days. When they are fully grown, they chew their way out of the honeycomb cell and emerge as adults. Honeybees collect pollen from the inside of flowers. In the spring and summer, when most flowers and plants are in bloom, you can see the bees carrying pollen in their pollen sacs. Can you see the sacs on their legs? They also use their tongues like straws to suck the nectar out of the flowers. They store the nectar in their stomachs and carry it to the beehive. The nectar is inside the bee's stomach for about half an hour. It mixes with proteins and enzymes produced by the bees, turning the nectar into honey. The bees then drop the honey into the honeycomb. They fan their wings really fast to thicken the honey. When this is done, the bees build a lid out of wax to seal the honeycomb. The honey is the bee's food. When a honeybee has found a particularly good bunch of flowers to gather pollen and nectar from, she will go back to her sisters and tell them all about it. She will do a little dance called a waggle dance to tell her sisters exactly where the flowers are. Can you see her dancing? Bees give us a lot more than delicious honey. They are pollinators. That means they help plants to make fruit, vegetables, and nuts that we eat. They do this when they are collecting pollen and nectar from flowers. Pollen brushes onto their furry bodies and the bee takes it to another flower. This helps plants make fruit and vegetables. A honeybee can visit up to 100 flowers in one trip. Bees do a very important job, and if we didn't have them, we wouldn't have most of the food we eat.
Hi, my name's Reuben the beekeeper. I like to keep bees. I wear a suit like this to protect me for the bee stings. A bee will only sting you if she thinks you are going to hurt her family or her home. I have a beehive where my bees live. There are about 60,000 bees living in my hive. The whole family of bees are called a colony. I check that they don't get ill and that they have enough honey to eat. I also collect the honey.
Honey can be used in lots of ways. Not only does it taste yummy, it can help heal cuts and burns. If you have a sore throat or cold, drink a cup of honey and lemon. You can put honey on your hair and skin if they feel dry. If you are tired, you can put a spoonful of honey in your drink to help you stay awake. Just remember to brush your teeth afterwards, as, just like sugar, it is bad for your teeth. How we can help to look after bees. Fill your garden with bee-friendly plants. Flowering plants are good, like lavender and clematis. Do not use pesticides in your garden. Weed killers can be very poisonous. Become a beekeeper and get your own hive, but always wear your beekeeper's suit.